Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm playing Feed the Beast Interactions Remastered here on the FTOG server, and I've done a few things since we last chatted. You can see the one strainer back there. I'm doing the fisherman straining, and you can get more efficiency if you don't have a source block on top and it's going through. I don't know if you get any additional benefit from it trailing out all the way or just having the one block. I don't know. I'll show you what I mean. And there are a few other things that I've done around here. Hit the wrong keys. I'll talk about that. The thing I do, no, not in here, grab this, the efficiency meter. It's one of the rewards you get, and you right click this and it's saying a bonus efficiency of 10%. Which is good. This one has 0 because there's no flowing. What I was getting earlier, oh, that's, I guess just because I keep clicking on it, it's the number's going up. I was thinking it was the distance of the water running, because as I kept adding more pieces and clicking, it would give me another number. So 10% looks like if it's flowing, that's all you get. And if I put a block right there, nope, not that spot. I don't want it there. I wanted it one block closer. Give me the block. There we go. Let's try that again. And if I put it right there, we go. So it's one flowing block and then into there. And if I take a look at the efficiency, it's still 10%. Okay, ignore the parenthesis with the number. I don't know why it needs to recount, but 10%, which is much better than this one. I was thinking maybe if I had a source block here. Oh, I did it completely backwards. I had the source blocks. Stop it. Had the source blocks here flowing into a center, and that doesn't do diddly. It would be much easier to sit there and have a source block in the center flowing to these sides, and then you get the 2%, not 2%, 10% bonus with just 2 water blocks here and here. So that's the answer. All right, yeah, cool. All right, stuff else that I've done. Let's put you away. Yeah, I collected up all the clay that I produced, and I decided to make more of these clay kilns because it was just way too slow with the one, because I wanted to get some stone. And yeah, you can see I've got some stone that I produced one at a freaking time. It does take a while, but that certainly does work. Over here, I went ahead and made a bait pot, and I got some worms because I strained that with the I don't think that was the dense. I think it was just the regular strainer. Got me some worms, but I made the bait pot. And if we take a look at that clay bucket, well, clay bucket is just an unfired clay bucket with just 3 clay. Totally easy. What? Put that back in there. U for uses. Oh no, R for how to make it. The net, we've already seen that before with the string or with the twine. That's not a problem. However, getting a slime ball. How the heck do we get a slime ball here in the pack? Rice slime ball. If you've got rice plus some water, you can make a slime ball out of rice. And that's enough for a bucket's worth to make 4 of these slime balls. So that's how I got the bait pot. This is the second one I've done. The other one got down to like 9 uses left. So I stuck a new one in there, and as that got worn down, then I combined the 2 of them. And you get a little bit more as you combine items. So yay, down to only 7 of the worms. So I made this a garden trowel. And if we look at the recipe for this, a stone, cobblestone will work, a stick, and a shovel. Well, I've got a shovel, and I found out early if you put a shovel that actually has some durability hits on it, it still works. And it takes 1 durability to make this garden trowel. So you don't have to have a completely fresh shovel. Yay! Anyway, I've made 2 of these, a durability 250. Because over here, I set off a little area, put cobble underneath. I was thinking, oh, I could put other stuff like, save some resources. Who cares? Cobble is super cheap, and I've got the EMC. I can do that. But this is a 9x9 area that I just put regular grass on, or dirt actually. And one of the seeds over there that you could get was a grass seed. So I planted that. That went ahead and produced this. With the garden trowel, as you break this stuff up, there you go. Did I lose that? I lost that dirt. Dang it. Well, one EMC, I can get it back. You can sometimes get from a garden trowel, you sometimes can get one of those dirt. And so I would go through, harvest all of these, except for the center one, and then replace, and that's 80 blocks. Because, do the first 9x9 is 81, minus 1, 80. Minus another one that went into the void, 79. Anyway, dirt. Dirty. So anyway, so I've done this 3-4 times. Like I said, one trowel went all the way down to almost nothing, made a second one combined later. That's what I've been doing to get the worms, because what I really want is this bones, because that gives me the actually I will grab that. The best thing I can do right now is to do bone meal like this. There's also the coagulated plant ball. If you put that down here or over here on regular grass, you get these funky plants stuff. Doll eyes. Ooh, that actually spit out something. That's probably food. And I've got a bunch of those, but there's also, if you use bone meal, you get the vanilla plants here. And so let's grab this. Well, that's a backported plant, but it's still a vanilla plant. And do I have, oh yes, I've got one right here. Here's one of the few places where using the grave key will actually harvest that. But the one other thing you can do, and I got 2 out of like 3 uses of bone meal, I got 2 dandelions. But if you take this plant ball and you right click it, you get a few more. So I got 4 more. So that's not bad. Because you definitely want to get a bunch of dandelions. Let's dump these things off. I'm going to put the bone meal up here, and I'm going to grab these things. Flint knife is really easy. Flint and stick. And then if you take a bowl, no, not the covers, the bowl, I'll put that there. If you click down here, it goes up here, and then if you shift click up here, it goes up into there. Anyway, we have the recipe for this. Seeds, dandelion, bowl, and then something else. And it looks like so far these are all, oh nope, there's some plants in there. I tried several of the plants I had, they didn't work. So I'm not sure which plants do or don't, or if it's just a specific one. Anyway, I said, forget it. I've got plenty of these azure bluets, and that works. That will give me a healing salve, or salve, depending on how you want to pronounce it. And that's the only way to heal. You can see I've got half a heart, because as I was lighting one of those, I fell off. Whoa. Looks like you can consume that multiple times, even when you're full. That's not good. But that healed half a heart, which is fine. That's the only way, because food saturation won't heal you. You have to heal yourself other ways. That's one of the ways. All right, if we look at the quests, I got string. That was done. Oh, I made the architect's saw bench, which is good. There's the healing salve. I completed that. Oh, and I grabbed a bone. So that completed there. So the other thing I did is I decided all that the terracotta and the other paths and stuff around here, said don't like it. Let's go ahead and put cobble underneath everything, and 2, let's go ahead and spread out grass. So that's what I did. If we take a look at the M for map, I've got this big area now as a rectangle. That little spit out there, which I don't need anymore, so I can get rid of that. But this certainly works. I planted a whole bunch of things. Lots of rice. That's because those are my slime ball things. Canola, don't have anything for that yet, but that can produce some canola oil, which is great. We've got the cotton here. That's my string. There's just seeds and stuff, and then random various veggies I've got here. Plus, that already. So that definitely has helped get things ready. And I still have a bunch more seeds over there I need to move over to here. Anyway, the other thing I was saying is I'm sick and tired of not having a building. So I started something. There was this center spot here. Yeah, this is the center spot. I should put a torch right there. So there's the center spot of the situation. I decided to go off from there. I prefer 3x3s or odds instead of a single doorway. And since there's no mobs here, I can just walk right up into here. Why not? And one of the benefits of this part, it called out making the architect's saw bench, is you could do a lot of fun things with it. So I put a bunch of cobble in here, and then this is a 3x3. See, it says arch diameter parts A, B, and C. And you need 2 of these bottom parts, 2 of these side parts, and 1 of the center parts, and that gives you a nice arch for a 3x3 or a 3 wide arch. And then I put a little centerpiece in there and went with some gray cobble. This is part of my same but different. They're all cobble, but that's regular cobble, that's gray cobble, and that's white cobble. So there's some visual differences in colors and also shapes, but they're all cobble. So they're same but different. Likewise, here we got different cobbles going up here. There's white and the regular cobble and gray again, echoing over there. But this white, you can't see it because it's all covers. That you put a log through there and you get that weak or force carbon charcoal. You can light that and it stays on fire. So I just wanted to have some nice lights going on here. And you can see I've got torches. I was pulling out my hair, which is a terrible thing because there's not much left, but I was pulling out my hair because I was going, freaking torches are stupid expensive. Because let's show you what I mean. You need charcoal or coal on a stick, or maybe a coal dust or charcoal dust. Well, if we take a look at coal you have to smelt from crushed coal. There's nothing to do with that. You can find it in the overworld. This is not the overworld. This is a mine world. The void world, I can't find it here. Mob drops and going various things, and then you can start hammering stuff and sifting for. And I'm going, I don't have any of this tech whatsoever. Oh, let's go back here. Okay, what about not coal? What about charcoal? Well, charcoal, spirit drops or a forge hammer on stuff, or I can convert using this oven, stacks of it into, byproducts with charcoal in it. And I don't have any of these techs. How am I supposed to get a torch? And why are you gating a torch behind so many tech things? That's really stupid. Well, I did see this recipe over here. Eventually, a stick, string or twine, and any sort of bark, and that gives me torches. Oh, finally. Okay, so I stopped swearing swear thoughts at the game and said, okay, this makes more sense. It's a little bit more difficult because there's lots of bits you have to do. You gotta the bark is behind the little knife you whittle the stuff. String and twine is behind other tech, but it's okay. Because I was sitting there going, this is really dark if I don't have lights over here. I did reuse my birch planks because I peeled them off of here. Don't need them out here, but I can use them up here. I'm not too happy because they're invisible on the map. And so that's one of the reasons why I pulled them up, but I don't want to see the floor. So I need a roof that can't be these covers. Because if you can't see it, you can look right through the roof and see the grass underneath, and I don't necessarily want to see that. I did, let's see if I chop this, and let's put this back in place. There we go. I purposely left this down here, so if I want to run conduits or pipes or things and stuff like that below, I can move around under here to make that happen. So definitely, and then these torch lights actually carry through the floor because it's so tiny it doesn't work. All right, I'm gonna home. Yay! So that's how I get out of there. And then making this, I did my standard thing where I said, okay, I want a 3x3 wide entranceway. And so here's the entranceway. And then I said, okay, I need a post on either side. And then I like odds. So there's the post, 1, 2, 3, post, 1, 2, 3, post. And then I turn the corner with another post, and then 1, 2, 3, post, 1, 2, 3, post, good. Turn the corner with another post. And you can see where I've switched from actually just marking it with sand, which is easy to pick up, and actually bringing out some dark oak. So 1, 2, 3, post, post, to turn the corner, 1, 2, 3, post, post, turn the corner, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'm just 1, 2, 3 around. And that seems to work really, really nicely. So now that I've figured out how to do this little archway thing to differentiate this basement from the top, I'll just reproduce this all the way around. And then I also had fun to kind of give this some strength and curves. I've got this little nice curve here. We've got 2 oak here, and then this is the same piece as that there, but just done out of the oak log, and then another little thin piece. So you've got this nice little curve going up. So it gives a little bit more weight and some nice curves you just don't really get in Minecraft. We got the curve here, we got the curves there echoing. I kind of like it. And then for fun, I was saying a circle. Where do you ever see a circle in Minecraft? So, why not add some of these pillars and whatnot just to give some differences here to the corner. Again, cobble, why not? So that's what I've been playing with. These pieces here for depth. These are 2 of these really thin covers put together, so I can reclaim them back as a panel. So that's a quarter of the width of a block here. And so that's what I've got here. It gives some nice differences in depth. And then sand, hey, get out of the way. Sand through those little clay ovens will turn into shards of glass. And 4 of those shards of glass give you a block of glass. And then you use the saw to chop that up into 16 pieces. And or 8 pieces. And so that's how I was able to get this glass here. And that's slightly recessed inside. That there. So I had that's 1 block of glass. If I had 6, I could have done panes and then got 16 panes, but I can get, why use 6 blocks of glass to get 16 panes when I can use the saw and I can get 16 of the thinnest pieces with 2. So it's a third the cost. Yeah, so I'm going to use the saw. And the saw is pretty cheap to make. So that gives some depth in there. So that's kind of what my thought processes were on that. And then I went, I think this is 5 high, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 5 plus a next floor ceiling piece. So the next thing I put this in there. You can't put ladders on these planks from the saw. And I wish I could. That would be really nice. But this will allow me to get up there and hopefully I won't fall off very much. I need to put a floor on top of this. I'm thinking that just like we've got this beam going across here, I'll throw a beam across to this and another beam from here going over to here and then from here over to there when this is in place, and that will give us a square here in the center. The 3 outer pieces can remain lower. They could just stop here at the top, and then maybe I could put another second floor on top of this. I don't know. We'll see. Plus I need to figure out how to chop up something here on the top that will not be invisible. Wrong key. This key, M. I don't want to be able to look through the blocks. I want to be able to actually see the ceiling. I think that would be cool. Or I could replace the bottom here with a cobble of some color, so I would see the cobble underneath. It's possible. And then I don't really care about the ceiling on top. And I don't really look at the map very much. The map in the corner is so teeny tiny that it doesn't bug me. But yeah, so anyway, that's what I've been dealing with. Now we've all caught up. Some of the things that I do want to do, let's see, made this. This we had made before. These I had gotten from chewing up the ground. This one, that's super simple, sticks and, you know, so made that. This is just any sort of flour with some water and uses up the hammer. We did the healing cell, we did the garden trowel. It's wanting me to do this next, and it wants 4 of these ground traps. So if I go into here, hey, look, I've got 4 of those from previous, and I still have some twine. I think that's sufficient of those. Do I need steaks? I need some steaks. Oh, and I need some boxes. Okay, so I need 4 of you, and I need a bunch of you, and let's just get a stack of sticks, and we'll make those things. Fortunately, I've got string nowadays, so that's not a problem. No, I don't want ender freaking chests. There we go. Just there we go. I want this piece here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's that, and then we'll drop that around. There's the 4 chests. And I think I can shift click this in now. So there's my 4 traps, and they need to be surrounded by dirt. So I'm just gonna stick that in here. I think they will recognize that there's sufficient dirt around them, so that should work. And then it needs some sort of bait in them. If I hit this for recipe, there's that. If I hit U for uses, there's nothing. So why make that? Veggie bait, any sort of vegetable stuff that I've got, and if I hit U for this, it'll get me some of these random stuff, which means bones would be a heck of a lot easier, and leather would be really good. Plus, you know, there's a whole bunch of meat stuff in there. So veggie bait is definitely a possibility, although grain bait, if I hit U for grain bait, does the same thing, and it looks like I don't see a difference here. So I've got lots of grain. I think wheat. Yep. Let's do wheat, because I've got lots of wheat. And also string. Oh, stop trying to eat. I don't need to eat the cotton, which, you know, why am I eating cotton? Like, that's gonna help me any. All right, so if I come into here and I need to make, let's do 4 for right now. That's 8. Does this need 3? Yeah, it needs 3. So let's do 2 more. So there's 12. That's divisible by 3. And we'll do, so there's 16 of the baits. And I believe the first one activates this. Let's click it with a empty hand. And from what I understand, the first one does nothing. It just kind of turns it on. That's why it kind of disappears. And then the next one actually does something. It said so in the book, so, or the quest guide. So now I can give it a little bit more, and I can make a heck of a lot more of this bait, and it should start working. I'm hoping, well, it's night, so maybe it won't capture anything during the night, but you know, if it can do something. I've got plenty. Grab a whole bunch here. I'm hoping that it will do a good job of collecting stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Let's, if I do, well, that's a nice collection of 3. There we go. So now I can make a lot more of these. And stop that. And put you back. So now I can put 14 more into these. There's a red dot over there. Oh, is that an item that's on the ground? Yes, it was. Okay. let's put that in there. All right, so for a second I was going red dot equals badness, so that would not be good, but I'm hoping. I wonder if they need more space. If we look at this, requires vanilla grass or dirt on all sides. Yes. And if we look at the west, must be placed the same while as the garden and access to at least 5 grass or dirt blocks. It only counts blocks on cardinal directions up to 2 blocks away. Well, for this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be sufficient. They should all be able to work. And maybe it's because it's daytime or they're super stupid slow. I don't know. Anyway, there's that done. Except I need a bit of beef to prove that I've done it. Let's see. Oh, I need to get a... Stop clicking the wrong thing. Get one of these roots. There's 5 of them. That'll complete that quest. And moss, terraspores, infinity dust. Let's click on this. Look at the recipe. Badoink. Okay, so if I have, when infinity dust are ground to a fine, the dust starts to develop properties, blah, blah, blah. Touching is unhealthy, and when the dust settles, it may leave some nasty things behind. Chance of spawning Enderman, which is not so grand, but the recipe on this, it says ashes with a grain of infinity. Oh, that will spawn. Scavenger, this. There's... here it is. Obtained by left-clicking on bedrock with flint. Consumes 4 levels or more of experience, and most of the time destroys the flint when... Okay, so that's what I need to do. And these have produced a decent amount of experience as I just brew stuff in them. So yay, that makes me happy. Let's just toss those in there for right now. Let's grab a couple flint. And the thing say, where's bedrock? Well, if we come over to here, there is an angel block underneath. I found this earlier, otherwise I never would have seen it. Let me go ahead and pickaxe that up. I do like angel blocks. And there's bedrock. I'm not sure if there's bedrock around it. Oh, hey, there's more. All right, well, I just need the one. Let's put a torch in here because it's kind of dark. So now if I right click this, oh, left click. Did I get, oh, I got 2. And didn't look like it consumed any XP, but I thought I had 3, 4 flints. Huh. All right. Well, I got 3 of those. I'm going to put them in here. I got 5. I can do flint real easy. Left click, left click. Oh, that did consume some... oh, it is showing in the corner, minus 20 experience. So it is consuming some experience, and I was level 14, now I'm 13. Well, let's get gravel. And we'll convert that into dirt. Some flint, and we'll give back that gravel. And might as well collect a bunch of the grains of affinity here, as much as I've got levels. So that ripped through a bunch of levels, but now I have 19 grains of infinity. Dangerous. All right, so hold shift. This will allow me to make a mob farm here in this void world, which, okay, I'll go with that. I'm going to put a torch again here to represent the center so I can find it again. Or I could put something else. If I had a trap door and nothing below, I might be able from up here to access that. I'll have to play with it. It may be too far away to access that. Is this working any? It has worked. Okay, so it does work at night. It was just taking its sweet old time to do so. Cool. All right, so there's that. What I do want to do, there's a bunch of questy things here. Eventually, we can get to the overworld, which is the goal for getting out of here. It's just going to take a bit of work to crunch through these, and I'm distracted. I want to build a building here, and so I actually have a roof over my head. Yeah, instead of living like a caveman out in the open. All right, no more am I a hobo living out in the outdoors. I actually have a base and a huge area of grass over here. There's the base all done, and I had some fun. I ended up going through, let's look at the chunks. Use M for map instead. I ended up doing, this is 3 by 5. And I finished up all of these chunks. So these are the chunks that I have currently claimed, and they all are filled up with dirt. This is the Britannia dirt, and this is just the regular vanilla dirt. And I don't know why the old dirt is showing up, even though, you look over here, it's all green. Anyway, I figured this way I've just got plenty of space if I ever need to build anything. I just noticed that I was like 4 or 5 blocks off from the edge of the chunk over there, and I said, well, let's finish that. And then I had to finish the other, and then I just kept going till they're all done. Anyway, the building is done. I've gone ahead and planted a whole bunch of trees. Here, let's run around a little bit so you can look down there. A whole bunch of trees around just for fun, because it looks cool. Some of the plants around here just in front, these are apple chunks or sprouts that I made. I made 4 of them, not all that hard, 2 sticks, 2 apples, and then you just right click it on a leaf block and you get apples. Well, when you right click to harvest, you sometimes get more apple sprouts, which I said, well, okay, I can just put them on a chunk that doesn't have an apple on it. And so I can get lots of apples, which is fantastic. I could put them elsewhere too, but not for right now. It's getting dark. Let's go on inside. So the building is done. Decided not to actually do anything with that raised part. I can. I've got a floor there. I would just need some easy way to get up and down. Elevators would be fantastic. Moved in my strainers, and I figured out if I have the source water block here moving to the sides, like you can see here, that's 10% efficiency bonus. In fact, yeah, see if we grab the efficiency meter. One of the quest rewards. Yeah, 10%. So, that's about as good as it's going to get. And then, so that's working there. I don't know how much more I'm going to actually be straining. Oh, let's pull you out and you out. And now we can combine these two, because why not get a better pot? One of the reasons why I made that massive area of grass out there is I can take, I don't have any on me. I can take the trowel and just sit there and do huge swaths back and forth until I get about a stack's worth of worms and process through here, because that gives me a whole bunch of stuff. In fact, this is the one for stuff. There we go. And string. And the ground traps have been working really well as for me. I just haven't filled them up nearly as much as fishing here has worked. Let's see, what did I put up here? Nothing there. Up down here, yeah, these are the seeds that I got from straining through everything. Over here I've got my wood. I've done a lot of dark oak harvesting. Love my clay, that's fantastic. And yeah, this is the random plants and stuff and apples that I've got here. Apples go over there. I still have 2 apple saplings, because as I keep replanting them, they keep reappearing. Let's see what else. Moved my kiln over to here. One of the things I did, just because I can, I've got so much of this dark oak here. Let's grab a log. So there's a stack of logs. If I toss that into here, that will turn into 4 stacks of planks, which I then can reprocess through, and that'll give me 8 stacks of sticks, and that'll give me like 1,000 EMC. Yeah, it's not great EMC, but it's free. In that I've got the logs. I've already done a lot of harvesting that, and I don't really have the need for all that wood right now, so I'm making this. Why not? Something that I did here, the drying rack from Tinker's Construct. Do I have that here? No. Let's go to, let's hit the right key. There we go. Dry, why, there we go. So there's the drying rack. Any slabs, string, and I made 3 of them because I had enough string for that. But the benefit is you can put items on here, and this one has, oh, is it not saying what's on there? Okay, that's turkey, no, that's chicken jerky, that's beef jerky, and that's fugu jerky. So these give me some protein bits. In fact, I'm gonna try the fugu. Fugu jerky. Will it kill me? Oh, here, before we do that, meat, protein. I've had a lot of protein in various things that I've been eating recently. Oh, look at the percent. 71%. Oh. I'm not purposely teasing you, but 1.5% protein is what's going to happen when I eat this. Will it poison me? Ah, looks like the chef prepared it well. So now it's gone up. Let's grab the beef one, because that's 3. No, that's 4% protein. Holy cow. Let's go ahead and eat that. Yum. So now I'm up to 77. I still don't have a dairy. I've got lots of fruit. I just haven't eaten anything. I need to start making more combined foods. And to make that a possibility, I went ahead and made all of the bits and bobs from Pam's Harvest Craft. No metals so far, just clay baked into bricks. So that's just fine. This is the flint mortar, flint and stone. That's not all that hard. That gets you sugar when you grind it. This was the flint knife. Let's see, R for that. Super easy to make. And what was it that I used this for? I'm trying to... Oh, this will mash down the... Oh, hey, because that's a way of kind of like doubling. Well, it looks like it's only giving me 1 bit, so it's not doubling. This the knife with a block of wood gave me a bowl, because I used that for a food. Not that I remember which, because I ate it. Anyway, so a bunch of stuff in here. One thing that's worthwhile, I don't care about the quest book, the Astro Tome. The Akashic Tome is one of the rewards you get. Well worth grabbing, because it has in there all the various books for in-game knowledge, and so it's well worth having. I love having in-game knowledge. Wikis are okay. Worse are the mods that don't have any information anywhere. Yeah. Anyway, enough of that. I just moved everything into here just so I can start processing that. I really haven't done diddly with... No, I want to drag. I really haven't done anything with these. Well, actually, there were some of these that happened because I just had items like, you know, terracotta. So there's a bunch of things that I need to process, but that's the next episode. I just want to, right now, have a nice house. And if I could make wool, I would make a bed. And then I could sleep. And I wouldn't be so tired. Anyway, this is Big Grok the DuckFarmer here, playing a little Feed the Beast Interactions Remastered on the FTOG server. And having a blast. Server is open. It's not your typical vanilla or, you know, kitchen sink sort of, you know, do anything you want. The recipes have really been remastered through the mods, and so the quests are going to help you figure out what you need to do. Do you have to follow the quests? No, JEI is there to teach you what the recipes are, but it's easier. And thanks for watching. Bye.